Hey, what's up? We are back. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I just realized I don't have my webcam plugged in. It's plugged into my other computer. Is it worth getting the face cam on here for everybody? Covering up that beautiful heat map. Markets are also open. So, let's have a great session. Good to be back on stream. It's been about a month, maybe a little over a month since I've been streaming. Good to be back. Hope you, hope you found another stream to keep you company while I was out. But I hope that they're not so good that you're not in here today. What's up, John? You missed this intro sound. I did too, honestly. What up, Matt? How you doing? Dan, welcome back. Thank you. Good morning to you. Miguel, what's up? Traded Fast, hello. Good morning. Eddie, how you doing? Miguel, you're anticipating another gross open / morning session. Yeah, maybe so. These all-time highs are they're not really that fun, honestly. Wookie, what up? Good morning. Chasing the Delta. About time he's back. Been watching this channel for years. I am back. It is about time. Alistair, what's up? What's up, Jake? You brought the steak. Thank you. Stat Cat, good morning. Face cam only if you're shirtless, you owe us, says Miguel. Since I owe ya, I'll go ahead and put a shirt on. And that way, you won't be punished. Oh, what's up, Paint Hover? Don't forget to roll over. Is that this week? Ugh. Maybe I'll roll over on Tuesday. Should I roll over today? Maybe I'll roll over today. I don't know. Rupert's Kitchen, what up? I'm doing well, thanks. Lulu, how you doing? What's up? Roll the next contract. Roll all charts. I think I do last close or unadjusted. I don't remember. I never remember. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow so I don't get confused. Like, I like to do pre-market and then adjust anything that I need to adjust. So if I haven't do that all on stream today. Well, how's everyone been the last month? So I think, okay, I went to Iceland, right? I came back, I streamed for like 2 days, and then I got COVID, and I was like really knocked out there for a week. And then I figured I would just do a check-in. I like to do a check-in and trade without the stream every once in a while just to see if the stream is impacting my trading in a bad way or a good way or some kind of way. So I did that for the last couple weeks. It's been going all right. I've noticed without the stream, sometimes I'm a little impatient. The stream makes me a little bit more patient. Yeah, it's been good. Today I'm trading a Tradeify instant funded 50K or 150K account. And that's gonna be over here in Tradeivate. Last week I just made about $1,000. I've been taking it slow, and on Friday I was in like a trade for 2 hours and I made like 20 points or something. It was just like, golly. And Tradeify, they did finally launch Project X, so I don't have to trade Tradeivate anymore. I'd rather trade Project X. And I believe they have 40% off Project X accounts. Let me just verify. Yeah, 40% off all accounts, excluding the 150K Lightning funded. Use code Dan and get 40% off. Want to try Tradeivate? Dan, rough month for you. Finally able to request a payout again today. Small one, but it pays for some of the blown accounts. Nice bounce back. Matt, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. Yeah. Can't complain. Doesn't mean I won't. Well, the camera's not, I forgot to plug it in. It's plugged into my Mac. That's what I've been, doing meetings on and stuff lately. And then this morning, I was running a little late to my office and I forgot everything that needed plugging in, I did most of it. And then I was like, I went live and I was like, oh yeah, the camera. So I could dig around for the cable and plug it in if you want. Want to see my beautiful face? I understand. Let me see if the cable's handy here. Oh yeah, I think it's just right here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I found it. I got kind of a mess of wires on my desk. Although sometimes OBS makes me like reboot to get the camera working. There's me. There I am. What's up, everybody? All right. Let's see if I can get it showing up in OBS. That's always the challenge. It might not let me here. It gets very fussy. Very fussy sometimes. I guess the workaround is doing this. So sloppy. Yeah, I'm a professional streamer. Okay. Then it covers up the order flow. But yeah, here's the face behind the voice. It's proof. Some proof of life for you if you thought I was dead and AI was taking my stream over. Get out of here. Get out of your face. Okay. No, just consolidating. Kind of a lame open here. Excuse me. Eddie says trading all-time highs is just the worst. I always do my worst trading in these markets. Yeah, I feel that. What do you guys think? Do you guys like that the heat map on ES there in the top right? Since I'm not trading any accounts on Edge Pro X, I was like, well, I might as well throw a heat map on there. Using that a lot more lately. Nice little break, this little bull flag on consolidation there on ES. This is an example of the trade being a little bit better, I think, on ES than NASDAQ. A little cleaner. Froggy, your chat's not working in the live stream, he says on Discord. Strange. Seems like most people's chat's working. There's some selling hitting the tape there. Rejection. NASDAQ is 24,226.5 is new all-time high right now. Man, we got to get YouTube to promote live streams more to the person's audience. Like, 300,000 people subscribe and there's 88 people in here. That's fine. I know there's just a subset of those 300,000 that are interested in, live day trading, and they have probably at work and stuff. But that being said, it is my first day back in like a month. But we really do have to, I want to revive the stream a bit, just get it back to where it was at least, have 300 to 500 people in here. Then that keeps the chat going, keeps it fun, doesn't overwhelm anything. Able to still respond to people. Sweet, nice sweet spot there. Yeah, YouTube doesn't really promote live streams very well, I don't think. Daniel really changed it. Yeah, I changed to a bunch of little bubbles here. This is a thermo scan of my face. It's a pimple popper game. The stream should have been Lord of the Trades, Return of the King. Well, I'm not that much of a dork, so I didn't think of it. All right, here's 24,200. ES, previous all-time high is at 66.06 from last week. I think being patient is in general is obviously a good rule of thumb, but being patient for the first trade of the day, I think is a really good rule of thumb because it can set the tone for the rest of the session. You know, if my first trade is a $400 winner, it really changes my mindset a little bit. Makes me takes the pressure off a bit. Makes me think I don't need to take any more trades today. You know, it relieves this kind of pressure I have on myself. So that's what I was trying to do on Friday. My first trade on Tradeify was not until like 10:30 or whatever. I don't remember. It was like after a couple hours. It was a very simple, easy, quote unquote, easy trade. It was just 20 points or something like that, but it's a lot better than like the first trade being a $400 loss, and then you're trying to dig yourself out of a hole, and you feel like, well, man, I wanted to make like $1,000 today. Now I have to make 1,400, and then maybe you make poor decisions from there. So, extra patient going into the first trade of the day, I think, is a really good rule of thumb. Should keep me on track. I have a lower high here on NASDAQ and ES. Watching that. Tom, what's up? You're gonna go surfing instead. Smart man right there. Sounds awesome. Have a good one. Dan, you left an open limit order by accident. You open the account to see it is in minus $1,500 a drawdown. That sucks. That's the worst. Gal trying along at 215 on NQ. All right, man. There you go. There's the pop. Pushing new highs. Okay, so ES also ticked new highs there on that move. Francisco, what's up? How you doing? What up, what up? One of those days, huh? We're just gonna keep floating higher. Fun. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Eddie. It's not really fun to trade. What platform are you using for this low time frame trading, and how are the spreads? I'm using Tradeify. It's over here in Tradeivate. There's no spreads in futures. A centralized exchange, so you do have maybe a few ticks of slippage when you get in and out by market order. It's not bad at all. Not really an issue. How's my month so far? I did like on my channel, you may have seen it. I posted on YouTube Shorts. I did a Tradeify, trying to trading Tradeify's straight to funded, like their Lightning account. Trying to make $9,000, and got 2/3 of the way there, and then just had 2 bad days and blew it up. So I'm kind of restarting that. Nothing too crazy, really. Trying out different prop firms, seeing what's good, seeing what I like. I tried Trade Day. I'm trading the futures desk as well right now. You sub, but shorts never show on your YouTube, really? Oh, I feel like they promote that more than anything. I see a lot of shorts pushed into my feed. Yeah, you can check my channel. I think there's a shorts tab. You can watch it. I did a nice, pretty quick recap of, all my trades for each day and stuff. Kept it pretty quick. Akram, what up? There's a blast in the past. I haven't seen that name in chat in a very long time. How you doing? Used to be in here every day, Akram. It's funny. There's so many like former regulars who, like, seeing that name pop up is very familiar, but like, it's like one day they're not there and you might not notice right away. And then you kind of forget that then that person was right. And then all of a sudden they pop up, you're like, oh my gosh, where you been? What's up, Bella? Good morning. Charlie Markets, you're long M&Q. Good luck. I mean, long seems like the way to be. I'm doing well, Akram, thanks. Yeah, Mayan, we're running the Tradeify Lightning Challenge back. Yep, taking it a lot slower, just up $1,000 after like a week or whatever. So going, yeah, a lot slower pace here. What is this XP thing? I didn't even notice that YouTube ads nowadays. Oh, I don't know. I don't even worry about it. It's just chat activity or something. Junkie Trades, you got in at the last FEG and started to chop, so I just got out for a small profit. Fair enough. Still alive. What up? I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well as well. Hope you had a good month. You have some school exams going on, actually. You know how dull that feels. Yeah, it's been been a long time since I've been out of school. In fact, I have almost been out of school longer than I was. Well, yeah, no, I've been out of school longer than I was in school. If that makes sense. Been out of school for like 17 years. Makes me feel really old putting it that way. Feels like August cooked most of us. Yeah. This isn't really anything to trade right here. I mean, if you want to buy a pullback and long a pullback and then just I don't know, wait for momentum to really stall out, go for it. Do you miss anything about school? Yeah, I definitely miss like the socialization of it, because you just don't get that, especially if you work from home. You don't get that anything close to that outside of school. So that I hated high school, but the thing I miss about it was like just there's a lot of different people to hang out with. Just even if they're just like school people you don't really hang out outside of school with school friends. It's just you kind of miss that after being out of school for 17 years. You're like, oh yeah, it was kind of nice just to like socialize with so many people on a regular basis. And I don't know, I did pretty well in school. So when you just like, I miss college more. I was in college for 1 year, and that was really fun. Had a really good group of friends. We all liked what we were learning, and we had a good time. Played dodgeball on tennis courts. It's my college glory days. It's a lot of fun. Went to school down in Florida, so play a lot of beach volleyball, grill and chill. It's a good time. You're so old. Oh, I know. But you will be too if you're lucky, you know. If you're not lucky, you won't get old. So it's fortunate to be old, if you think about it. It's either you'll be there someday or you'll die young. Just saying. I'm still young at heart. That's what counts. They still look as good as the last time I saw a stream. I don't know. Maybe. That was like what, a year ago? Here's the face cam. Miguel, did you oh, I see. I was gonna ask if you took profit, but I see you said something, and then you're waiting for a pullback between 25 and 05 before entering another long attempt. What am I looking for? Anything else? I don't really want to trade this, but I would consider. I don't know. I don't really love anything. Somewhere in like this range here, maybe. When did you realize trading isn't for you and you lost motivation? Hasn't happened yet. I mean, sometimes I lose motivation, but it comes back. A little cleaner pullback on ES again, like this little previous high here. See if that could hold. On NASDAQ, I'd rather see it pull back a little bit more. You're Nat, what's up? How you doing? Dude, are there any trade setups today? I don't know, Jake. Not so great. What do you think about YouTube ads these days? It's like they are doing whatever their mind wants, pasting like 4 ads in one unskippable queue. I have YouTube Premium because I couldn't handle it. So I got YouTube Premium, so I haven't really seen an ad in a while. But yeah, it's definitely a vibe killer. All right, I'll catch you later. All right. So lower high on NASDAQ. ES did not get the bounce. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of a pullback here. All right, Akram, thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you again. What's Carmine doing today? I don't think he likes his setup either. I think he's looking for opportunity, but doesn't really like that all-time high float higher. Tell you what, I'd much rather have a no trade day than a red day, of course. So gotta find something I like pretty good to hop in. Wish it was more interesting, honestly. Excuse me. For a Monday, my first day back, would be nice. Get a little bit more interesting price action. So first I'm going to look to see if just half of the 15-minute bullish candle, bottom left here, just a halfway point. See if that gets a bounce or if we just melt on through that. Does anyone ever experiment or trade based on relative strength and weakness? Yeah, definitely. Check out the one option community. Pete, who I've had on stream several times, their whole system is based on relative strength and relative weakness, except they're trading individual stocks and their strength or weakness compared to SPY. So there's definitely an edge in that. What's up, Rush? Hey, how you doing? Where is Griswold at? Where is Sir Grizz? Okay, 50% retracement of that 15-minute bullish bar is 233. That's the level I'm watching now. They have a Discord? Yeah, that's not how they... hang on one second. That's not how the group works, but there is a Discord that trades that system if you want to look at it. Let's find it for you. Here, I'll post a link. That's for the real day trading community. And they trade relative strength, relative weakness. But not futures. Not really hyped on futures over there. Prefer watching this price action on Steelers defense. Ouch. Definitely this price action. It's less painful. I was, yesterday I wasn't able to watch the game and I was actually not upset about it. I was like, you know what? Not such a bad thing I missed the game today. Their defense is just so freaking pathetic. It's hard to watch. I did a 15 game parlay on the money line for 15 games yesterday, and in the the afternoon games, all of them hit except for the Steelers. I had the Steelers being the Seahawks, and it was like a $10 bet to get like $5,000 or whatever. Then I also had the Vikings beating the Falcons, so that helps ease the pain a little bit. Like if just the Steelers blew my parlay, I'd probably be more upset about it. Wait, how did Aaron Rodgers do? / how is he looking? Week one he threw 4 touchdowns, so he was looking pretty good. We hadn't had someone throw 4 touchdowns since Big Ben retired. But I haven't even watched the highlights from yesterday really, so I'm gonna watch like the condensed replay of the game today. But I don't know. He's okay. I mean, our offensive line kind of sucks, so he takes a lot of sacks. And he's old, so that's not good. One too many sacks, he's going to break a hip, right? So our O-line sucks and defense sucks, so kind of makes it hard to win games against elite opponents. Even non-elite opponents like Seahawks. Seahawks, I feel like, are pretty mid-tier. And got to be able to beat them. I don't know. I think our coaching we need a better defensive coordinator at least. All right, here we are back down to my beautiful green box here. Still looking for 2-3-3 to hit. 50% retracement. So a couple points away from, well, 1 point away from that 50% retracement I'm looking for. See if any buyers are still interested in this. 5 minutes been putting in red candles. Currently 5th red candle in a row we're working on. See if it offers some support here. Fourth down, free touchdown. Kill me. Yeah, I don't even know what you're referencing. I gotta check that. Are you a Steelers fan? Yeah, the Jets offense looked really good week 1 against the Steelers. Maybe our defense is so bad we make the Jets offense look good. Like Justin Fields looked amazing. And I'm thinking like, man, why'd we get rid of that guy? And then it seemed like they really struggled yesterday. I was playing against a guy in fantasy who had Justin Fields as his starting QB, and he had less than 3 points or something terrible like that. My fantasy team went off yesterday. It was a very good week for them. Half-point PPR league if anyone plays fantasy, but I had Stevenson from the Patriots running back. He was on my bench. He scored 18 points. Jalen Warren was on my bench. He scored 15 points. But my starting lineup still put in 133 points. It was really good. I had over double my opponent's score. Rachel Galata gave the stream a like. Hell yeah. She has really good taste too, so if she likes the stream, you know it's good. Again, there's that 50% retracement. Hit perfectly this time. In general, it wouldn't be such a bad buy area if I was feeling bullish. And maybe there's a scalp to be had to the long side here. And then we put in like a lower high somewhere. I'm not sure I want that trade. Maybe something like that. And then lower. I think I'd rather look for the short that comes out of it, if anything. Oh, okay. Cover. I saw that. It was like on the kickoff, right? Or is it something else? I was thinking about the kickoff one I saw where he touched the ball and let it go in the end zone, and then the Seahawks recovered for a touchdown. What a moron. He's not going to be receiving any kickoffs after that, hopefully. Now look at this. ES now with a little bit of relative strength here. Before it was NASDAQ with the relative strength on this higher low here. Maybe ES will double top or put in its own higher low somewhere up here. Google just crossed $3 trillion. Didn't Apple just hit $1 trillion like not that long ago? Or was it Microsoft? Who first hit $1 trillion? Was it Microsoft or Apple? I feel like that happened like within the last like 3 years. That's just crazy. I can't even fathom $1 trillion. Can't even do it. Miguel says I could turn that into a million. It's like that old joke. How do you make $1 million day trading? You start with 2. Or whatever. There's a better phrasing for it, but you get the idea. All right, so ES is going for the highs there. Don't hate that for a short, honestly. It's a little speculative, but it is doing what I wanted. It'll double top on ES and then higher low on NASDAQ, right? In this ellipse I drew. So, I just want to see it close heavy. And right now it's too early to tell. Whoa. There you go. That's a really fast selling there. 300 hitting the bid there. The news or something? The tweet? It's 9:30. What is that? What's going on? What's going on here? Trading minis now? I haven't trading minis for a while. Well, with that quick selling being quickly bought up, hard to feel bearish at that, right? Not had a heavy close up here in this range where I've been looking for a heavy close. Well, guys, I don't know. At this moment, I feel like leading on no trade activity for me. I don't really like this so far. Looks bullish, if anything, right now. I wanted it to look bearish here. But ES is consolidating at the highs right now. Bold flag on NASDAQ with a buy-up wick there. I feel like a long would make sense. I just don't really... I'm not sure if I want that trade. The risk reward just doesn't seem to be there for me. What's up, Chris? Yeah, I'm back. Thank you. It's good to be back. Good to be back. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button while we're waiting for a better setup. It does help get the stream out there to more people. I would like to grow the stream a little bit, you know. So tell your friends, anyone who's interested in trading, let them know. It's a cool place, a chill place to hang out and trade. What's up, Parshov? Thank you. Weekend was good. I was sick on Rachel's birthday, and so today or yesterday we had a makeup day for it, so we did Rachel-centric stuff. It was fun. We had a good time. The Tradeify deal is, I'll pull up what it says. Tradeify, excluding the 150K Lightning funded, one-time use until September 19th. Use code Dan. It might have to be a Project X account instead of like Tradeivate. I would guess, because that's what they're celebrating Project X. I don't know. Maybe the stream's too chill. Your streams are so relaxing and quiet, I tend to fall back asleep. Well, today's not helping for several reasons. One, I'm a little tired. I did not get enough sleep. Two, this price action is just pretty lackluster. I don't really have a lot to talk about. Three, first stream back, so there's only 90 people in here. You know, normally we'd have like 200 baseline, and that just keeps the conversation moving a little bit. So there's like 3 or 4 reasons why today is a little extra chill. So I think usually we are a little bit more engaged and lively, just a little bit. Okay, maybe the short's looking a little bit better. That was a great, that 50% retracement worked really well in this situation, looking for a spot to see if buyers wanted to reload. And they did, and it popped it to my ellipse here, and this is exactly what I wanted to see, just took a little bit longer, and I didn't really like that crazy little Newswick. So, personally, I don't know, I kind of would prefer, you know what, I mean, look at the 15-minute chart, the last thing I want to do is short it. I almost would rather just long again down here, if we can get another shot. Maybe the 230s looks like a better long opportunity now. Harshav, you're not trading this week. You're just gonna binge watch some movies, take a break, and roll over. It's my personal thing to do. I like that. Rollover week can be extra dicey, and I like watching movies. What's on in your queue of movies to watch? Your TP is at my entry. Well, that's good. Seems like a good take profit then. Hey, Froggy's here. All right, your chat's working. Good. What's up, Froggy? Kevin, you're pissed. You're about to pass an eval but broke consistency roll. You were long and took a huge stop out because of the random wick. Oof. Then tilted and just blew an eval. Consolation is at least it was an eval as opposed to a funded account, because I've done the same thing on funded. You get a bad stop out or whatever, and then you just like, F this, and then you kind of, max contracts, like, I'm going to make my money back. And then it just does not go well. I've been there a million times. Mostly movies from the 1900s. The 1900s, that's such a wide range. When you say 1900s, it just sounds so old. Like when we were growing up, you said 1900s, it meant like pre-World War One. Now that we're 25 years into the next century, I guess it makes sense, but yeah, I sometimes I have a hard time with really old movies, but you're right, the storytelling is usually pretty good. Have you ever seen The Apartment? That's like the last old movie I watched. Froggy went from plus 750 minus 1,000 so far on this eval today. Well, it's not been easy. Parsha, are you still in? Are you at university or something? Are you in school? No? Alright, cool. Me either. Well, what do we do? What do we do? You know, I was looking for the short, but it's just, I don't really like to trade against a 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart's looking a nice bull flag. So, I mean, the only thing that looks okay to me is along down there. Looking for highs, but I'm not sure we'll get that in the next, 30 minutes or not. To me, that's probably the best setup. No face cam because I didn't plug in my webcam before I launched OBS. I forgot to, and OBS doesn't like that. So Facecam's right here. What's up, everybody? But it's through like it's through the actual like webcam program, and it's not part of OBS, so it's clunky. So unless I restart OBS, you won't see it. But I'm here. I go to college. Yeah, I talked about it earlier a little bit. I got my associate's degree in recording arts, like audio engineering, essentially. I was there for a year in Florida. And then moved to LA and worked at a recording studio. Why are we not live for so long? Well, I got COVID, and then what I like to do every once in a while is just trade without the stream, just to see if it's easier, if I trade better without the stream. So I was doing that for 2 weeks, and it wasn't necessarily better. So, and I like streaming, so if it's not interfering too much with my trading, then I'll do it. So I'm back. How long ago was that when you worked at a recording studio? I worked at a studio in 2008 and into 2009 a little bit. And then I worked at another studio. I worked at 2 more studios in Chicago after that. One was in 2012. And then 2013, I think, was the next one. So about 12 years ago now since I last worked at a studio. Where and how did you learn to trade? University of YouTube, mostly. I paid for a few things. I've learned the most from Carmine Rosado and Pete from One Option. Those are the 2 people. They both trade absolutely different. So I like learning from, everyone's going to develop their own trading style, right? With what works for their personality and whatever they like to do. And so I think everyone kind of just merges information they've learned from so many different sources and then puts it, kind of puts together their own strategy from there. And that's what I did. So I trade more similarly to Carmine than I do Pete, but I've learned a lot from Pete. All right, so there's the highs there on NAS. ES put in new highs. In that 1v1 video, Carmine, what was that? What flat was that? It was we got a beach house for a month in February in California, because being in Chicago in February is not very fun. So we went to California for a month, and it was awesome. The house was right on the beach. It was sick. I would love to go back. Well, chat, what do you guys like? Long side, short side, no side? Nice little top out there on NASDAQ. Pretty clean. Let's see if we can break this uptrend here on ES or not. Yeah, Joseph Long not going to fade. Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, 15-minute chart. As long as we're holding this 50% retracement, I would stay on the long side for sure. Not really want to short any of this. Hoping these rate cuts on Wednesday are a big time sell the news event. I mean, you think that at some point it's so, the market, it just does not care about deteriorating economic conditions at all. It doesn't care. And at a certain point, I mean, I don't know. I feel like we've got to get some decent sell off, some that don't just immediately get bought. I don't know. If we get 50 basis point rate cut, NQ will go 25K one candle. Yeah, I don't think they're going to go in with 50. That seems unlikely to me, right? Powell's pretty cautious. But where can we see your P&L for the day? No trades, but it'll be over in Trade-of-8. That's where my account is that I'm trading. MotiveWave is where I like charting and stuff, and sometimes I trade accounts here through Rhythmic. But right now, it's a Trade-of-8, or sorry, Trade-of-5 account on Trade-of-8. Oh, excuse me. Fun and Features Network, they also give you a free license key to Motivwave/Quanta. Really? Fun and Features Network gives you a free license key to Motivwave? That's sick. I'll have to check that out because that's pretty interesting. Thanks, Rach. Thank you, Joseph Parshaw. Appreciate it. Yeah, Edge Pro X partnered platform free. That's sick. It's really, really cool, actually, Parshav. Thanks for letting me know about that, because, you know, I love Motivwave, but, like, you know, it's expensive, right? So if you can get it as part of the EVA, I mean, that's a great deal. Fun and Features Network is the firm we're talking about. Fun and Features Network. Lucid does as well, really? Let me check it out. I didn't even know they did. They had Rhythmic? I know that they had Rhythmic. Lucid. Yeah, I knew they had Rhythmic. Okay. Partners. It says Motivwave is a partner. That's a good sign. Very good. I mean, it says, I'm trying to find the actual information. It does say that Motivwave's a Lucid partner, so maybe it means it's free. I'm trying to find where it actually says it, though, just to verify, but it's awesome. I'll ask their chat, maybe. Have you ever checked out MFFU's live stream? No, I don't think so. There's some drama on it. I don't even know who hosts it. Yeah, the order flow edition of Motivwave is no extra cost through Lucid. Very good. Okay, I gotta make note of that. Awesome. Okay, chat, what levels do you like for a trade? I like you know, the 30s, the 230s for a long. You know, no, I haven't been watching any streams while I was with my time off. I was just kind of like sitting there in silence. I think it was good. Actually, I watched a Carmine and Vince live stream that they did, but yeah, it was cool. Just to kind of sit there and not really be distracted by anything or anyone. Miguel, nice. Scalped out some green. Good for you, man. Catch you tomorrow. There's a nice pop of the highs. What's the oldest movie I've ever seen? Casablanca or something. I don't know. What's up, Jacob? I am back. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Whew. Gross, gross, gross. Gross, gross, gross. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. Man, it's like watching paint dry here. Parsham, I think it's great that you... Jake, come on. Don't be so extra. You film school nerd. Parsham, I heard of like a lot of like younger kids, like their first question about a movie is how long is it? Like they don't, maybe I'm wrong, but I've heard just younger kids just don't really have the attention span for movies. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I think it's great that you watch a lot of movies. Where's facecam? It's right here, but it's not working in OBS right now. I had to restart OBS. I didn't really want to do that. Just for my face. Plus, maybe a heat map's more interesting than my face, you know? That's what I thought. Problem is, you know, like that TikTok attention span. The reason why, like, I don't love making shorts is just because like it's so surface level. And if everything you're watching is surface level, there's no depth to your knowledge, right? You just know like kind of headline snippet type stuff. And so there's like a lot of nuance with depth. And so when you eliminate depth, you eliminate nuance, and it becomes very black and white. And you have it's just not very sustainable, I guess, you know? No trades yet, Jasper. I haven't really liked anything enough. Best section, like price level, I guess, was like this retracement here, this really bullish 15-minute bar, which marked out the 50% retracement, and that was a really nice hold there. But I wasn't necessarily looking for longs at the moment. I was looking to see if buyers would step in there, but I wasn't really so like long biased at the time. So hindsight would be like, yeah, I should have bought that. But I remember how I was feeling at the time was like, let's see if we can get like a greater pullback. Let's see if sellers can smash this back down. So I was kind of hoping that this pop here would lead to a drop down there. That's what I was really looking for. Low-key kind of want TikTok to be banned for a while. Honestly, I was feeling the same way. Like, obviously, if TikTok's banned, like Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts will just fill the gap. But I wish it never. I think everyone would be better off without that kind of vertical short-form video. To be honest, it's rotting everybody's brain away. What's up, Simon? Long time no see. How you doing? What's going on? You guys remember the short I entered like 2 months ago on NASDAQ with 300 minis? I'm down 24.6 million. So funny. That was not a good short, was it? Don't worry, I'll take it off for like $5 when it gets back down there. If TradingView is not going to liquidate me, I'm just going to keep holding. Yeah, long-term portfolio is you know, it's at all-time highs, but it's not, you know, it's not that large of an allocation. Say that again. Don't worry, Rach, it's paper trading, of course. Short of 300 minis, down 24.6 million. That's all. Not a big deal. Relax. Simon, you finally got a payout from Apex a month ago. Nice. I was so close. Yeah, I know. I was feeling really good about my challenge, and it all went wrong. That's like such a common thing to happen. Is just stacking green days, and then boom, huge red day, boom, another one, and you're done. That's happened to me way too many times, to be honest. Thanks, Simon. Appreciate it. Well. Looking for 30s, I guess, again. I don't know. I don't really have anything else. Chunk of trades, your anniversary trade entry at 276. You're looking for 256. Okay, so you already took profit on that one. Nice. ES finally breaking that trend line I drew. That's from open. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe we're topping out here. We have some sort of little trend line there to keep an eye on. See if we get a little bounce and then flush through this trend line here. 230s are the next area to watch. We just witnessed all-time highs being put in for a long time. You mean this is the last all-time high for a while is what you're saying, Eddie? We get a little head and shoulders here on ES and drop. Oh, okay. Eddie's being facetious. Okay. 15 minutes. Got me. Yeah, trend line held. Bad hair day? Nah. Webcam wasn't connected before OBS launched, so. Ooh, OBS won't show it. It's too OBS, I talk about this all the time. It's a little too, like, it's free, open source, whatever. That's great, but like, I'd rather pay for like something that worked a little bit better. Like, it's really easy to like glitch out, or it's really easy just to like have something not work. Any bankers say no trades, just been sitting here patiently, just, no trades better than a red trade. So I don't pay for MotiveWave. I think I got the permanent license. I believe so. I hope so. But no, that'd be really expensive to pay for it monthly. Still, after like 3 years. Or however long it's been, 2 years, I don't know. Not the worst area to short, honestly. Not the worst. I'm trading the Tradeify Lightning 150k account. That's what that is. If you're interested, Tradeify does have 40% off this week for every account except for the 150k Lightning. Use code Dan. So 40% off, and they have Project X now, so you don't just have to trade Tradeovate, which is great. So next time I buy an account through Tradeify, it will be through Project X. Garrett, you recently uploaded all of your trade data along with the 5-minute open high low close data from the last 6 months to ChatGPT and how to analyze my trades and give me advice and filters to improve. The results are really cool. Nice. It says OHLCV. What's the V stand for? Volume? What's V? How did you provide them the data? V is volume? Okay. Am I going to be live tomorrow? Yeah, it should be. I don't see why not. Gary says, one of the things I found out is that if the 5-minute candle prior to my entry is greater than 120% of the average of the prior 10 candles, your win rate goes up like 70%. Wow. Wait, will you tell me how you uploaded the data again? Like how did you download the data first of all? Talking about short attention spans, do you think trading is one of those things where a short attention span would just mess you up? Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Garrett. Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, you gotta just sit here and be okay with being bored for a while. Find it harder trading at all-time highs? Absolutely. All right, again, looking for this trend line to break and a visit of 230s next. All right, there's a break of the trend line here. What's my win rate? Well, we can look at it for last week. 62.5%. 62.5%, which is a little higher than usual. Usually I'm closer to 50%. Yeah, and that's obviously just one piece of the puzzle. Win rate. You could have a 30% win rate and be extraordinarily profitable if your risk reward is much greater. Should get a drop down to 230 now here. Last year was a lot of time at all-time highs. I think all-time highs aren't the issue. It's volatility that's the issue. Well, I don't know. I mean, I like having previous structure to look at. Helps set some key levels. So when your previous structure is just previous all-time highs or current all-time highs, it's kind of less to go off of. So you're just, I don't know. I guess you're just buying dips. VIX is ticking higher. It's been ticking higher for a little bit now. Last like half hour or so. So let's see if that gives us a greater drop. Chen, you just love all-time highs for content creators. Just make content for months on end saying the market's due to crash. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, what are we gonna do? Well, now let's just see if we can stay under this high trend line here. Get one of the situations where if you reclaim this uptrend line here, could be a little sweep below it and then reclaim, and then back up to highs. It's definitely feasible. All right. Might just be that reclaiming on the push back up to highs here. Not even going to get the 230s like I wanted. Well, I just might call it a day here. What else is there to do, you know? I appreciate you guys tuning back in for my first live stream in about a month. Let's get after it again tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.